have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage, no matter how glorious, can compare to true beauty.
Dendro Archon, what is on your mind?
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of questions?
So many. More than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. But the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this world faces but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail. And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree, if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form.
Nahida! We're here! Just in time. My preparations are almost complete.
Ready when you are. We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast! I thought I'd get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up with you.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete.
As discussed during our meeting,
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just they're a little more extreme and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but in the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
that's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars, who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. But with it already being under strain from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it. Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
People sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree is step growing!
Great!
What a display of true courage! The courage to think and the courage to act! I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing. Gods are few and far between.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. A rather ingenious plan.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks to you were we able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals. Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with you?
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift? Asking for it back, are you?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safhei Shatranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safhei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him. And a lot of Mora.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane. And
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my...
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly.
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It wasn't. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but don't you find that a strange thing for me to say? After all, you've already had quite a long life, especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control.
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office, too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request: the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to you?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion, even if he is a compatriot.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a
There's no need to be so self-critical. I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping?
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved.
Dear me. I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the Second Harbinger, now could I?
How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
Hard to say. Fieldwork always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and couldn't make long train rides.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material. What would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city, it involved...
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often alleviate tension via small talk, do they?
Whoa! Why is Candace's shield top?
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Huh. Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected. A frontal assault will suffice. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out.
Out of my way! There! Take this! Watch out!
Fire rate maximum!
Get lost!
Whew. Thank you, Jed.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Yield! We shall prevail! Look alive! Gloves off!
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Have a load of this!
Consider it done. Show no mercy!
Let's move!
Her Majesty's power flows through me!
Surrender! Through me, justice is served! Guilty! Come at me again! Stay condemned!
Yield!
Roast and fry!
We shall prevail!
Got you!
This was well.
Please!
This
You need to hurry up!
Looks like we're in for a tough fight.
Buckle up! You're dead meat! Ha!
Prepare yourself!
Grant us your blessing!
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon them! Their penance is due! Guilty! Sin! Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Good. Press on.
Hear my prayer!
Let's get it on! Hi! Gloves off!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned.
The more, the merrier. The systems shine.
Guilty.
Buckle up!
Fix it.
Grant us your blessing!
Did it take too long?
Look out! It's an ambush!
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road now.
Mahamacho Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we can split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep her safe?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah!
Ready?
Ready.
Keep up. I hear everything. Squall and fury. Wretched vermin.
Time to ignite! By everlasting flame!
Fatui soldiers up ahead.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us. But something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. Much higher than... So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us!
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance...
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses! He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected there to lure us in.
Enough talk! Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are already here.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the Sanctuary of Surasthana. Go help the other.
All right. Goodbye for now, then. Please tread carefully.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Surasthana's built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of the parameters.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready, we'll set up.
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then, you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon. Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown.
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you two start getting into it again.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Teyvat again? And don't forget...
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
She just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago.
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tighnari and Cyno. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be. Bye.
Initiating connection. Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can...
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came...
All right, if you insist. I won't argue with you.
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or...
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, he can't pinpoint our location. Be on your guard. Don't let him find us. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot. Too slow. Behold! Rises. Squall and Fury. Rises. The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us. trap! Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Nicole? Is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. So, here I am. I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So please, just follow my lead. Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his meat.
Is that one of them?
Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Quit following me.
Behold!
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore. I think he's found us.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
Quit following me.
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers! That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
Dodge that attack!
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left! Trust me!
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves! Stay focused!
There's a cliff ahead! Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these too. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert.
I think we've made it to relative safety.
Phew, goodness.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Take a short rest, and then...
Nicole? Nicole!
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in person? After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irmin's Soul, you were able to achieve something quite remarkable. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. But more to the point, I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes. Isn't it?
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
You're dead! That's far enough!
Scorch and burn!
The wind rises.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown stronger. Ah, how foolish of me. I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done!
Oh, will I now?